everyone, welcome back. It has definitely actually been a minute since I've done a video. Regardless, if you guys don't know, I am almost 39 weeks pregnant, so we're getting very close. I'm officially on maternity leave, and I totally thought that this entire time I would be able to focus on some creative stuff while I'm waiting for baby girl. That's not the case. I'm very tired and don't have the energy for like anything. But regardless, I wanted to post a video on here to talk about some exciting things that I have worked on before I kind of burnt out. And this is something that I'm excited about because I've wanted to focus on how to help other aspiring authors. I've done merchandising guides, obviously, as most of you guys know, because that's why you started following me in the first place. But now that I'm a self-published author, I've gotten more messages and requests like for things like tips to give for self-publishing, the process, and things like that. So because of that, I decided to write some things, some fun downloadable things, and they're available on my Koji page. So I was just gonna walk you guys through them really quick and let you know what they are. So I currently have 2 guides out and a book planner, and I am working on a 3rd guide here and there a little bit, but the first guide, one of the guides is what to know before you self-publish, and these are all the tips that I kind of wish I had known before going into it. So it's just things that I've learned from and I can reflect on personally, and just kind of like, hey, I didn't know this, and maybe you already did, but this is just something that I wish I knew before going into it. I'm just sharing some insight and some tips from how it was when I self-published through Amazon and Barnes & Noble, how I went about those things, how I did it, why I chose Amazon and Barnes & Noble, things like that. So a lot of helpful tips in there, really cool stuff. The other guide is just tips in general for writing a book. For that one, I'm sharing tips on productivity, how to plan your book. I know a lot of the times it's really hard when you're working or going to school and trying to find the time to sit down and write. And luckily for me, I was very fortunate, like I've said before, with my very first book, Until Seattle, I was able to take advantage of the pandemic when we were all at home. So I literally had nothing else to do, and I was just writing constantly. But then I just kind of talk about how I was able to write the other 5 books when I was working, which I think is also really helpful too, because it is possible. You just have to find your own rhythm. Like everybody kind of has their own routine or their own thing that works for them. But in that guide, I just kind of explore more of that, how to get it done, how to map it out. So I have that guide. The 3rd guide that I'm currently working on that's not out yet is just author tools that I have used. And then I'm just sharing my personal opinions on them, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, how much they cost, what was free, what I benefited from using them, things like that. So I'm trying to finish that one up so I can have that out, because I think that's really interesting. I feel like I learn about new author tools or software every single day because there's so much out there and you really just have to do your research. So I'm just sharing the ones that I have used and liked or didn't like, and then I might share some ones that I'm interested in using but haven't used yet. Maybe I'll do another guide when it comes to that, or a video, who knows. And lastly, the other little downloadable goodie that I have available right now is a downloadable book planner, planning out your book in 90 days. So if it helps you get started in writing your book in 90 days, finishing writing your book in 90 days, or writing your whole book in 90 days, I'm not sure, you know, you can use it for whatever you want. I have it laid out so you can track your word count, mapping out plot points, what you want to get done in the first 30 days, then 60 days, then 90 days, etc., etc. I think it's really straightforward, and I feel like it's simple enough to where you can use it for whatever, however you want to use it. Obviously, since it's a downloadable, like a printable, you can use it however many times you'd like. I really like the idea of it. I really like tracking your progress. I feel like that's something that definitely helps me when I'm writing, because it's a big like motivator for me to continue to write and be like, okay, look how much I got done today, look how much I got done the day before that, and things like that. So I have that out as well. So I have the 2 guides, the book planner. Don't forget, Sweet and Bitter did just come out in March. If you guys want to check that out, it is the 2nd book in the Hold the Phone series. That would be really awesome if you wanted to. As always, all of my books are free through Kindle Unlimited if you have that. I also do have ebook versions of each of my books through Koji if you choose to shop through Koji rather than Amazon. I hope you guys check out the downloadables. I'll link them all in the description box below. They're really cool. I really liked making them, and I hope you find them helpful for sure. I always like being able to share resources or guides or whatever you guys can benefit from. And that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed. It was nice to see you again and say hi. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.